What's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to some more Game of Thrones 7 Kingdom mod for Total War Attila. So, since we last played, they have updated it. As you can see, they have added in RENLY Baratheon and his Baratheon soldiers, and they also added in the TYRELLs in obviously the Reach, and also they've added in the Ironborn as well. So I can't wait to show you guys all them factions. Oh, just look at them. They look absolutely like he has outdone himself on this game for sure. Just oh, it just looks amazing. You can tell by the excitement in my voice just how awesome this looks, and I can't wait for eventually when this comes out to the public and we can just jump on and have these awesome battles in Game of Thrones, like just for lines as well. It just looks really cool. And I think this is his best work yet for sure. They look just insane. So we'll look at them properly in a second. Today we're having a Baratheon versus Tyrell battle, mainly because obviously these factions wouldn't fight each other. You know, they're allied. Loras loves Renly, but today they're up against it. They're having a lovers quarrel, and I just wanted to show off these two factions in a pretty cool, you know, easy, simple battle. If this video gets to like 200 likes, I will see if Apollo wants to join me in like a survival battle, and we can play as the Baratheons and as the Tyrells, and we can kind of maybe face up against a huge Ironborn invasion army and just like against the AI and just try and hold off. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments by dropping a like and obviously also telling me in the comments. But yeah, this is crazy. Also, they have added in light, medium, and heavy infantry now, kind of all, which all kind of have a different look to them, which is cool. As the mod gets on, as they get more factions into the game, they're obviously going to be diversifying the units. But at the moment, I guess they just wanted to kind of add in, or previously they just wanted to add in as many units as possible. Also, remember, this is a work in progress as well, so stuff you're seeing right now might be subject to change. Just keep that in mind as the mod is getting worked on. So let's look through my Renly Baratheon army that I have. I love these units so much. Look at the antlers as well. It's really awesome. So we'll start off with my archers. Also, look at this really nice change as well. Sorry, I keep on interrupting myself. There's just a lot of cool stuff I want to show you guys. Like, just look at these banners as well on the field. Like, when you're actually playing, this is really nice. Like, I think this is like a super awesome change they have. Just having these like banners up there, I think it's a really cool change, and I think it adds a lot to like live battles and stuff like that, for sure. So yeah, we'll start off. We have my Baratheon archers right here. Again, these are archers. I do like the sigils on the chests though, that's pretty cool. And obviously you've got the horns as well, that's really cool. Or horns, antlers, my mistake. Yeah, you've got antlers on the helmet, which I think looks awesome. That's pretty much on all the medium to light tier infantry, and then the heavy infantry kind of take away from it. Then we have the Baratheon medium spears, and again we'll get a nice little zoom in on their helmet, their shield, and you've also got like the green shield for the union between Marjorie and Renly. So it's kind of weird that they're up against each other, but I really wanted to show off both these factions because he was telling me that like these factions are his best work and he wanted me to show them off. So yeah, I can definitely tell that. Look at the detail on the brooch as well, just on that dude's cape. Like, this is spectacular, it really is. And I love the difference in weapons as well. You can tell, like, and as you go up the tiers in the infantry, you can tell the weapons getting slightly better as well. If you compare these spearmen, which kind of have some glaives and some some pointy spears, to compare it to like the heavy spearmen, they have like more intricate weapons, better weapons, high quality, and I really like the change in that. So awesome, it really is. Sorry, I've probably said that word like a million times as well. I'm just, as you can tell, I'm blown away by the quality of this mod for sure. So that's for light spears. Then as we go along the line, we have some light swords. No, these are still light spears. I think it's my other flank. I have some medium tier spears, swords. So yeah, there we go. Some medium tier swords right here. Again, a huge amount of detail. Look at the sword and stuff like that. Obviously, he's going through the shield, which is kind of funny. Pretty basic though, no like super heavy armor or anything, just got their helmets, you know, some padding, and I assume some sort of mail underneath that, which is cool. Then if we go back to the caves, now we're going to be looking at the heavy infantry. These guys obviously are ready to boot, ready to go to town. And just compare the swords as well. You can see there's even different sword models for the medium, light, and heavy infantry. You know, instead of just using the same copy pasta, they've actually changed it up, which is cool. Like the helmets as well, there's no like antlers coming off the helmet at all. It's just, you know, down to business. They even have some reach armor as well. I'm pretty sure, I guess we'll be able to see in a second, that this armor is actually also along with the reach as well, which would be cool because it kind of shows, you know, that the Tyrells and the Barathians are kind of exchanging stuff as they're going into battle, you know, improving their armor. So these are the heavy swords, ready to go in and slaughter people. But if we go along, we've already looked at the heavy spears, but we'll take another glimpse at them. And as they're in, I think, defensive chest judo, looking amazing. Love their weapons. Again, just looking down this battle line, it's so glorious. I can't wait until like this mod gets made live and we can just jump on and play with you guys and having this huge epic clash just between, you know, Tyrells and the Starks, you know, the Martells and stuff. It's going to be amazing. I really, really cannot wait. So then we've got RENLY BARATHEON back here. This is the general unit. Obviously, there's no RENLY BARATHEON like special model, but you never know what we might see. And again, I really enjoy the green capes. I think they're very nice. And the brooch as well, which is cool. And they obviously got their shields on the back of their horses. Then we have the shot cavalry for RENLY BARATHEON. Just lancers. Similar capes to the other cavalry. Different collars though. And obviously they've got their shields on their back as well, which is cool. And they're going to whip out their swords as they go into battle after the engagement. So cool, I think that's pretty much everything apart from these last two units. We'll just quickly run through, then we'll jump into looking at the glorious Tyrell army. So again, you can see that their weapons have downgraded to the most basic stuff on these light spears. Some of them actually do have some pretty nice spears, which I didn't see on the other unit, which is interesting. Got the antlers coming out. It's like only a few guys actually have helmets as well. Some have like chainmail over their head. So that's cool. And then behind here you've got the swordsman. Again, not everyone can afford armor and stuff, so these are kind of like your peasants, I would assume, really just to go in and die. So it's also going to be really interesting when you go to battle, like having your light, medium, and heavy infantry, kind of how you place them and stuff like that. So now let's just look at this absolutely beautiful army. These guys look like a professional army. Like, everyone else looks amazing, but these guys just kind of look like just a step above everything else. They just look like they're lined up in formation, spears up, shields. It just looks really, really cool. So I don't know what unit's what. I'll have to press, I'll have to go ahead and take a look and press K. So we'll have to go off cinematic mode for a second. So these are the Tyrell heavy swordsmen. Very, very nice. And then as we go down the line, we've got some more Tyrell heavy spearmen. I'm just going to have to try and pick out and try and find where they've got their weaker spearmen and stuff like that, because I'm not too sure where they've placed them, obviously, on the battlefield. And again, as we just get another beautiful glimpse going down the battle line. I wonder, oh, just look at that. It was just the lines. It looks so crisp, it really does. Some deer as well. Oh my god, there's actually a stag here. What a beautiful, beautiful, like, kind of omen, I guess. Even though they're probably just going to kill him, like, really, really quickly. Then we have some Tyrell medium spearmen. So again, the Tyrell medium spearmen kind of look like the Barathian heavy spearmen with the armor. You know, because you can see the helmets. They kind of almost look like the, yeah, as I said, the heavy infantry for the Barathians, which is interesting. And obviously some more heavies over here. I guess this is where we'll find all the medium and light units on this flank. And we've got some Tyrell medium infantry right there, and then we'll find their light infantry, which I'm sure are around here somewhere. Really, really enjoy the capes as well on these units. Okay, over here. So these are the Tyrell light swords. And then as we go along, I'm sure we'll be able to find the spearmen somewhere. Okay, I think they're right there. Is that them? No, that's more swordsmen. I did give them a couple units of them to show off. Maybe it's these guys, yeah. So the Reach look like they're going to be a very, very powerful faction just by the aesthetic look of their armor and stuff. And again, very iconic to the show as well, so that's cool. I love the banners. Then finally, we'll take a quick glimpse at the Tyrell cavalry. Right here. And then cool, let's go ahead and get in this battle. Sorry that was a beyond crazy long intro. I just really wanted to show off all the units. I'm possibly would have given you guys a little skip annotation to check out when the battle actually started. Maybe I did stick in that, maybe I didn't. But again, this video is all about checking out what these units look like instead of kind of having a battle, as this mod has just come out. So I wanted to kind of show you guys the actual look of the units. And let's just get some shots of the Tyrell army marching. Like these blocks of infantry right here, as the stag runs away. That better not be an omen for us. Oh, this just looks spectacular. It really does. The Reach, I think, are... I know I say this every single time he adds a new faction, but I think the Reach possibly are my favourite looking faction in this. They're just so crisp and like they actually look like a proper like legion marching. Look at that as they just go over. Amazing, really, really cool. As they get closer and closer. So I did go and give the AI a much larger army than me. I think if we look at the actual numbers, as you can, again, just watch them march. Yeah, I gave them about an extra 1,000 men, which it will add up, obviously. Help them get around the flanks and hit me hard. So hopefully that will go ahead and even it up. I mean, I don't even care if they beat me as well, because this, as I said, this video is all about checking out what they look like. And there we go, they get into a march now as they see me. I guess they've finally come into vision and seen my forces, and they're getting ready. My Baratheon men are holding firm, though Renly is giving the order to hold the line. I think we're going to get a cavalry charge. The AI is gonna go for a glorious fallen hope, but I don't know how well it's going to go, because these Baratheons look like they are ready to hold. Let's get a nice little glimpse of this then as they come charging in. At least I assume they're going to be coming in any second now. Hold! Hold! I mean, it did some damage, but I think they managed to hold the line pretty well, if I'm honest. The medium spears doing a good job. Some of them breaking through onto the heavy spears, and that's going to be no good for them. I think they're going to try and pull out of that as soon as possible. So let's bring my archers back now. Same on the other flank. The swordsmen are probably going to be struggling a little bit more, if I'm honest. So let's deploy a unit of spearmen. Actually, I think these are the spearmen. Let's just deploy my light infantry over here as well. But here we go. The Tyrell heavy infantry is soon to be upon us, as our archers fall back through the line. Now, this is what I'm scared of. This is, I guess, we're going to see what the Tyrell heavy infantry are made of, as their cavalry actually comes around the flank as well. So let's sort that out. Zoom in. Archer fire coming in. Tyrell's pushing in. This is just their medium infantry. Where's their more elite infantry? I guess over here. Oh, here we go. In the flank as well. My shield wall is just not facing the right way, and they're going to throw in more Tyrell soldiers as well as we go into this. Just brutal. Really, really is. So we'll let them fight away at my weaker troops right now. Probably the weaker troops will be getting cut down by these more heavy Tyrell swords. I just want to see how well the Tyrells do against these medium units. Because obviously this is a new addition as well, so I'm not really sure how they actually hold up against each other. So it'll be good to kind of find out. We'll get some nice zoom-in shots, some really cool cinematic shots and stuff like that. There's also a cavalry engagement over here, where I think with some more of my infantry. So we've got some Baratheon horses versus the Tyrell horses. Obviously the Reach Cab was really, really good as well. I think you got a glimpse of it in at the Siege of King's Landing, where right at the end when Tywin turned up with Loras and the support of the Reach. Okay, how's the battle looking? Again, I really, really like the things on top of this. I just find it really hard to say bad things about these mods, because I think they're just really, really nice. I think my infantry's doing okay. Obviously, they could do with some more support. So let's send some more reinforcements to the lines. Okay, cool. So let's pause it so we can get we can actually see these charges unfold. So I think we need to get all these guys out of defensive test judo quick, which should be done right there. Good, good, good. Now they're out of it. Let's charge them in. Support the infantry. Support your brothers, throwing down their lives to try and defend you. Send everyone. These sword infantry, which are in defensive test judo, which should be fine. I mean, this right flank is looking very good for me. Very good indeed. Obviously, we've got one unit of medium swords up against, I guess, their lighter contingent of their force. So they have their heavier contingent over here. So let's get on board with one of these units and watch them charge in. Let's get on board with this unit. Probably not the right way, right? Would it let me turn around? It's not going to let me turn around. I don't know why. There we go. Oh, we're always going to do that. What about if I pause it and then unpause it? Can we insert and get on board? There we go. Perfect. Let's go. Into battle we go, boys. Joining the fight up against these amazing looking Tyrell soldiers. And as you can tell, it is a little bit jumpy, but that is because I probably, overdid it a bit on the soldiers. I did bring close to 10,000 soldiers. I think it's 9 and a little bit, right? If it'll pop up. Yeah, I did bring close to like 10,000 troops because it's refusing to pop up. So that's why it might be lagging a little bit. I do apologize for that, but I don't think you guys mind the little bit of the lag too much. Look down this battle line. Let's look into that distance as well. It's really nice. Let's go down the battle line as well, nice and slowly. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's just going down the battle line, like kind of slowly. It's nice to even go even slower right now and just fully take in everything that's going on. Archer fire overhead. As the Barathians try and hold the line in the defensive Testudo, but the heavy spearmen are going to keep on pushing. Obviously, the extra reinforcements has helped. I think they're even sending some of these troops, or at least making some of the troops reform. You've got heavy swords and heavy spears from House Tyrell here, trying to break upon the Barathian shield wall, but it's not faring too well for them. Well, we've got my cavalry over here. I should probably... Oh, they're actually fighting Loris right now in hand-to-hand combat. I mean, they can't be faring too well because Loris is an amazing fighter. Let's get on board with these heavy Barathian swordsmen. Yeah, I do not expect my cavalry to win in that engagement because Loris is a mighty, mighty fighter. Archer Fear, obviously bringing their men back and reforming, but look at the dead bodies. Luckily, my Barathian shield wall is holding and is pushing them back, but I don't know for how much longer it can hold. This right flank has been won now, so let's just abuse the fact that I'm an actual smart person, and let's outflank these, bring some more cavalry around as well. We've got some infantry over here. Let's insert and watch us outflanking the enemy force. This right flank was really not too strong for House Tyrell. They had much weaker troops here, and we're really taking advantage of that. Heads getting decapitated. Again, a beautiful thing. Some sword infantry breaking forward here. Pushing back the medium infantry right now. But again, this is my favorite part of the battle. Right here, the amount of blood being chucked up here. Let's just watch this. This is the best bit. We got the heavy spears up against the amazing Tyrell infantry. So yeah, please give me ideas. Now that there's every faction apart from any Targaryen troops or Martells, right? There's everyone else. Every other region is represented right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the case. So let me know what battles, because we can pretty much do like loads of different battles. If you want to see Lannister versus Tyrell, Ironborn versus the Reach, Ironborn versus the Vale, let me know in the comments down below. Because now that this mod is like getting very, very developed, I can actually kind of create these really cool looking battles for you guys. These heavy swords are pretty mighty right now, along with the extra support. Testudo is still intact though, some people catching their breath before they get thrown back into the battle line. We have some cavalry over here. Let's use this cavalry as we insert. Oh no, we're actually already fighting. The AI has actually thrown up some swords against me. What the hell? We just got cut down there. I was not paying attention. Maybe even Renly's going to have to go in. Now, Renly's not a warrior, you know. He's more of a statesman. So I'm not too sure how he's going to hold up against this. Like, I'm not too sure that these brave light Baratheon troops are going to be able to kill these heavy Tyrell soldiers. I feel like it's not going to go too well for these guys. But Renly is coming over to maybe support them. Oh, they're throwing some cavalry as well, I believe. We want to get out of the way of this so we can charge round. Yeah, let the spears deal with them. That's not good for me. Let's help these guys, because I don't think that these light infantry are going to be a match for the heavy Tyrell swords as they're fighting in the woods. So we want to get round them, like to here. Form up. Oh, Loras Tyrell has been slain in combat, I guess by my horse unit. Amazing. Okay, now they're going to turn, get up some speed. The swordsmen are turning as well, charging in, but I don't think it's going to be too much in their favor. They're going to be getting cut down in this mini cornfield. Some of my men have even managed to outflank the Tyrell troops, but they've actually managed to break them. The heavy infantry of the House Tyrell are really showing their quality here. And again, I love doing this, but our right flank has crushed them. Look at that. Right flank has literally just destroyed them. I love just zooming out and watching the battle from a distance as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, because I just love kind of taking it all in, you know. Normally we're so zoomed in, we don't really get to see just the sheer scale of these battles. But yeah, the right flank has been crushed. The left flank has not done too bad whatsoever. I will give the AI that. They have done well with their extra couple men on that right flank, but this left flank is non-existent now. Even Renly is getting his hands a bit dirty. I don't expect, again, these... oh, these are actually heavy spears, right? In the rear, if I can click on them. Yeah, these are heavy Baratheon spears, so they won't be doing too bad, but obviously they're up against spearmen, so I don't expect too much from them. And again over here, they're slowly starting to crush, you know, get around the flanks of my spearmen. We're trying to hold them off, but that's fine. They're about to have a huge advance from my infantry coming in very, very soon. We've got some cavalry coming around the flank. Renly is soon to win his engagement, if not has just done it. Yeah, oh no, he's still fighting some Tyrell swordsmen. But you can hear the hoofs. In we go, boys. In we go, into the backs. If we actually don't get stuck on something, which I think my one character is. Into the backs of them. I mean, their general is dead as well. Loras was killed quite a time ago, so I am pretty impressed with the way the Tyrells are holding their own. But again, heavy infantry will do that, you know. Medium and heavy infantry are not simply just, you know, going to rout straight away, so that is good to see. The last little engagement over here as the enemy are whittling down their numbers. There's quite a few of them are routing. I mean, I would rout if I saw this many soldiers coming into my side. So many brave Baratheon soldiers running in, cheering for Renly. Some heavy swords going to be helping out their brothers as well. I might pull Renly out to go ahead and help rout this. Let's go, Renly. Leave these brave men to die, because that's what they're going to do. And again, let's get another insert on this charge. I think it's actually better if we zoom in on the charge, if I'm honest. These spearmen are not knowing what's about to hit them. The AI does do a good job at kind of reforming for the rear charges, though, for sure, when they have like more than 1 or 2 units in the back. But yeah, the onslaught, which is Renly's remaining troops, are just death-balling into House Tyrell. These brave soldiers will do their best to hold back, but there is no escape for them whatsoever. You guys turn back there. You guys move on now, and then we'll just watch the last stand of these brave Tyrell soldiers, who will probably not rout for a while. as they are the most heavily armored units. Oh, they might just rout immediately now as there is no hope in sight. I think a few of them are charging on to the Baratheon shield wall, doing their best. The banners being held high but are covered in blood. Push on, you brave Baratheon men. So yeah, just take an idea of this and then imagine what it's going to be like if you guys reach the target of the amount of likes on this video, and me and Apollo do a Baratheon and Tyrell defense against a huge Ironborn army. Just imagine what these units look like, defensed up, shield wall, you know, up against a hill or something, as hordes, like thousands upon thousands of Ironborn come at us. We'll probably only have like 10 units each as well, because I think that would be best if we kind of like give ourselves the least amount of troops possible. So that means we'll have like 2,000, and they'll probably have like 8,000 to 10,000 troops. I think that would be best, so we can actually only take some of these heavy units. I think that would be amazing. The last couple Tyrells, we just need to keep on pushing on. Really impressed with them not routing though. We also have another entire unit of cavalry over here. So we get a few more charges as they try their best to hold on. They should like fall back and form square or something, as they're trying to catch this cavalry, which is not a bad idea. Look at them, they're actually doing a really smart job. But we're going to get a rear charge in the back of these guys. Not doing too much damage, but I mean, we killed a few. But it's more about just tying them up, making them break, as they are fully surrounded now. Getting chopped down by the Baratheon cavalry, and there you go, these guys have gone now. And I think that will be the battle. I know, one more unit for final charge. Let's insert so we can watch it. Watching it from decently far back, but that's fine. And then we'll make sure we clean this up as everyone just the horde which is left. There we go, victory is ours. Okay, cool. So for those of you who have watched to the end of this video, I will now show you guys the rosters of the other units as well, because they've changed up a few things in the rosters. So just kind of a little prize to you guys who carried on and watched the whole way through. I thought I would, you know, just kind of add a little bit special, and I will do this from now and again. So for those of you who do watch, you know, the whole way through the video, do actually kind of get rewarded because of it. So yeah, look how many kills my heavy, oh my god, my heavy Baratheon swords slaughtered. This was obviously because I was in a defensive position. They were in shield wall, which gives them so many buffs and stuff like that. And, you know, the heavy Tyrell swords didn't really do much. And then you got to remember as well that these heavy Baratheon swords were up against the weakness of the light Tyrell swords. So in an actual battle against a proper player, that like it wouldn't turn out like this whatsoever. But, you know, again, as I said, this wasn't just like show off like the ability of each of these units. It was kind of just to show off what the units looked like. So yeah, let's look at the rosters. So they've kind of divided them up now into houses. So the Stormlands have House Baratheon Bannerman, which is Renly, and then Dragonstone Bannerman, which is Stannis, the one true king. The Tyrells at the moment in the Reach only have the Tyrell Bannerman, obviously, but you can also see, you know, they've got light spears, medium spears, and heavy, with some pikemen and some Tyrell light cavalry. Oh, light cavalry! I thought that was skirmisher cavalry, so I didn't actually bring it. So maybe I'll have to bring some next time. Then we have the Iron Islands. At the moment, it's just House Greyjoy in the Iron Islands, but again, you can see they don't have any cavalry because, you know, they're Greyjoys, but they have, you know, medium spears, medium raiders, which are sword infantry, heavy raiders, you know, heavy spearmen. So I can't wait to see these guys in combat. I really hope these dudes are just like insane. Let's compare some stats. It's 45, 50. It might be the same because he just hasn't got around to doing it. Yeah, they are a bit better at melee attack. So yeah, there is a little bit of diversity in the unit stats right now, but I really want to see that kind of taken forward as they go ahead. Like, I really want to see, like, the Ironborn just being a whole step ahead of everyone else, you know, in melee combat, but maybe lack elsewhere. As well as that, you can see, like, some a bit more developed. So you can see that the Riverlands have House Bracken, Frey, Melster, Tully. You know, they've actually been split up, and obviously the same with the North as well. Bolton, Glover, Karstark, Stark, Mormont, and House Umber as well. So that's really cool. I like how they've kind of split up these rosters as well, so you can kind of almost bring an entire army of these guys without being a bit too confused, you know, kind of stay a bit house specific. But it also allows you to bring like, you know, different units from different houses as well, which is really, really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the long intro in the beginning, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to drop a like and a comment if you did, as it really helps out the channel more than you guys know. It helps get a video out there and other people to find it. So yeah, I hope you, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm so psyched to kind of do more battles on this mod, and I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.